You're watching TVC News. The Lagos State government is set to hold its inaugural Sustainability Summit on the 12th of September. This summit is set to address environmental challenges and promote a resilient, equitable, and sustainable future for the state. Inulu Popola has details in this report.
Lagos State has a GDP of about $136.6 billion, which makes it the fourth largest city economy in Africa. With industries, projects, businesses, and even the population springing up, there is a need to address key environmental challenges and enhance safety measures in Lagos State. The Lagos State Sustainable Development Goals, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, and the Lagos State Safety Commission are working in partnership to ensure the upcoming summit explores innovative solutions to ensure environmental quality and public safety.
The pillars of the summit being social responsibility, climate finance, inclusive development, climate mitigation, and green jobs underscore our commitment to not just sustain but thrive.
The resolutions that come out of the summit, how it will be entrenched in each of those ministries, departments, and agencies from a budgetary point of view. So, for example, Ministry of Youth, Ministry of Work Creation, Ministry of Infrastructure, what responsibilities do they have when it comes to sustainability? How is it represented in their projects?
I will continue to champion this cause.
With the theme, Building a Thriving and Sustainable Lagos, it will bother on issues like open defecation, dredging, air pollution, among others.
We will be launching the Lagos Carbon Registry, which is going to be documenting greenhouse gas emissions for Lagos State, where we are able to document our carbon emissions and also, talk about our footprints. We seem to take things around emissions seriously.
For us, as the safety guys, OSH covers pretty much everything with regards to life, but it sits across the SDG goals, but particularly with regards to 3 SDGs. SDG 3 that talks about good health and well-being, SDG 8 that talks about decent work and economic growth, and indeed SDG 12 that talks about responsible consumption and production.
As the summit comes up in less than 3 weeks, there are high hopes that it will chart a path towards a future where Lagos serves as a model for sustainable urban development to other states and countries. Inulu Popola, TVC News, Lagos.
And now to entertainment. General Manager of the National Theatre says capacity building is crucial for the development of the creative industry in Nigeria. She made this known during a workshop session organized for practitioners in Lagos. Senior reporter Ola Wako reports.
Storytelling is an integral part of the Nigerian society, and the National Theatre Management has decided to equip emerging playwrights and theatre managers with the rudiments of script writing and profitable project management in the theatre business.
Playwriting in a script.
This workshop is to breed a new crop of playwrights in the country. The facilitator, a UK-based Nigerian playwright, commends the National Theatre for helping to build the capacity of practitioners in the creative space.
So I think courses like this that the National Theatre is trying to organize are really important. There's so much talent in this country. But with anything, anywhere in the world, you can have raw talent, but what you really need is a way to harness that talent.
And whilst I agree that you can't take away passion from what you do, you also have to understand that in the middle of it all, you have to maximize profit. Otherwise, how do you keep putting on shows to ensure that your shows meet the standards that it needs to meet?
These participants in the script writing session of the workshop say the training will help them become better practitioners and instructors.
It will make me better in being able to marry our traditional theatre, our traditional practices, and how we present plays and theatre, and some of the modern techniques that we have.
I have a background in educating the younger generation. It comes into play in the curriculum that you have to teach them how to do their playwriting, and if you do not expound on it the way you're supposed to, you can't get them to do it the way they're supposed to.
I have gotten new set of skills, tools, particularly to use in recreating some of the works that I've created before, in terms of, properly scripting it, for documentation purpose.
As a student, I'll be able to put it into practice for people to I'll write plays and tell my peers, like my friends in creative arts, to, perform and everything.
This is one of the courses we're doing this time around.
The general manager of the National Theatre believes that the training will enhance the development of the creative industry by building the capacity of practitioners to tell better stories about the culture and people of Nigeria.
As the National Theatre, our role is to really collaborate and also elevate through training. So I've had so much goodwill since I got this position, and people all over the world, a lot of the trainers have come from the US and UK, are just willing to come on board and help. And so we want to start the training, and I think we're starting with these courses. Of course, we want to hear more from the industry of what they want to do, but we felt initially, having spoken to a number of people, these particular trainings were a good place to start. Particularly, I think the script writing, because I think that's really the foundation.
At the end of this workshop by the National Theatre, the participants are expected to have been equipped with basic knowledge on project management, script writing and storytelling for personal development and nation building. Ola Awakon, TVC News, Lagos.
Filmmaker Adenike Odubawo's new movie, Ajaga, has premiered in Lagos. Ajaga is a drama produced by Adenike Odubawo, who also plays a lead role in the title. The title explores the themes of deceit, heartbreak, and abuse. According to the producer, the title was meant to be a family drama, but during the filming process, the production team saw the need to throw in a bit of comedy because of the strong emotion in the story, which took about 4 weeks to develop.
Ajaga is a very wonderful movie. You all need to see, it's a movie you will learn a lot from. The movie is full of lesson, emotional. It is very, very necessary for you to watch. It is very necessary for you to come out and watch.
Media has a very pivotal role they play in disseminating information. I think that I want the media to not always look for clickbait, but to actually get parts and fractions of conversations in the film that actually teach people lessons, and not just so people can click. Let it actually have deep lessons, and not just the part that you feel, this is going to trend, so let's take it. No, let's focus on the messages that we're trying to pass across in our stories.
From where we've come from and where we are now, we have evolved. And I see us doing bigger and greater things in the next few years. The future is here. I mean, the kind of films we do now compared to the kind of films we were doing 5-10 years ago, they are miles apart. And I know that within the next few years, we'll begin to do movies that will really wow us. So the future is very bright for Nollywood.
And in sports, the Nigerian Professional Football League, in continuation of the Enlightenment Program for league stakeholders, organized a one-day seminar for coaches, captains, and team managers of the NPFL clubs in Abuja. Correspondent Jane Francis Nweze tells us more.
The seminar organized by the Nigeria Premier Football League had FIFA referee instructors analyze, educate the coaches, captains and team managers on the laws of the game and some of the changes to the laws. This is aimed at enhancing the knowledge of the participants as well as promoting a more competitive and entertaining league.
If referees know the laws of the game and the coaches and the players do not know how these laws apply, it becomes a very big issue. In fact, the referees are put at a very big risk because many a times, take for instance, handball interpretation has changed so much.
The NPFL Chief Operating Officer Davison Owumi emphasized their commitment to raising the standards of the league.
The coaches, the players, the team managers and the referees, the 4 or 5 amendments to the new rules, they've been taught, and these are areas that causes friction in our playing centers.
Participants also expressed their enthusiasm for the initiative.
We cannot quantify the advantages of this
seminar. I think it's been wonderful. Honestly, the CEO just promised that at mid-season we're still going to have another one. Yes, this is what we expect to get from this angle. Training and retraining is important. There's so many things I had there. I was surprised too, because if it happens during the game, I would have contested it and say, wow, why this happening? So I think it's important that they pass this knowledge to everybody, the supporters club. I think they've had their own seminar, the media officers have had that, and we're having our own today. I think that's the way forward.
I think we should keep doing before the season starts. And the last time I came for this seminar is over 8 years back.
The onions, what it takes in the officiating, that not all incidents you will shout on the bench. I think you'll be able to control your bench very well.
The NPFL, with this initiative, is demonstrating its dedication to developing Nigerian football and enhancing the fan experience. They plan to make the seminar a biannual event. Jane Francis Mweze, TVC News, Abuja.